Alright, I guess it's time to check on my channel. A month ago. Oh no. Oh, maybe I should upload something. What should I upload on though? Maybe something in my library. Steam? I guess check it out. Alright, what should I play? Hollow Knight? Alright, sure. I guess I'll play this game. Never have I played a game like Hollow Knight before. Hollow Knight, I just love this game. It just gives me so much dopamine just playing it. It's such a great game, and I have to review it. Like I can't just let's play it because how long it is. I have to review it. So in this episode of icesee Reviews Things, I will tell you the good of Hollow Knight, because there's only good. So let's just jump straight into it. But before we start, this video took like 1 month, actually a bit longer. So look at this real graph that I have that is not fake, because I don't have enough subscribers to have a real graph. So you know what to do. Just press the button. Thank you. You start the game by reading a poem by who? Maybe Shakespeare? I don't know, another famous poem? No, it's a character in the game you still don't know. Wow. Then you get a couple of cutscenes, but no one cares about the cutscenes. Then you fall down a pit, and here is where the game finally starts. You find a way outside the pit, break a wall, fall down another hole, talk to an old bug, or not. But if you do actually decide to talk to him, he tells you about the past, about how everyone left him to go underground with the new king. Now, who is the king, you might be asking me? Well, the king is a very big, important part of the game, and he's not really in this game. So let me just explain it really fast, because the lore is just very big in this game. So there was a king who was the original Hollow Knight, so gets reincarnated, and then were worshipped, just rules over everyone. Light, but also because he is thinking about over everyone. There's a tribe, but then the raiders got the mad tribe and just killed them all. Yeah, that's the story of Hollow Knight, very simplified. Now after you talk to him, you can go to the underground and leave him forever. When you do get to the underground, it's here where you can do really anything. Literally anything. Okay, not really. This is still a Metroidvania, not an open world game. So you are just gonna be everywhere, but without actually being everywhere. What do you actually need to do to beat the game? Just the minimum. No, fully 100%. Well, all you need to do is kill the False Knight, get Vengeful Spirit, dash, Desolate Dive, Crystal Heart, Isthmus Tear, and the Dream Nail, kill the Dreamers, and then kill the Hollow Knight. Easy, right? Okay, maybe not that easy. Now, this game is very big. Like, very big. The first time you descend to the Forgotten Crossroads, you can feel how small you are in this world. And it's probably gonna take you a couple of hours just to explore the first area. I would say that to see everything for the first time in the game, it will take like minimum 50 hours. And all of the areas in this game are just perfect, except deepness. Screw deepness. Deepness sucks. And nothing feels the same, from grass areas to a graveyard of dead people, and to a city where people cry. But I think the city is the thing that's crying, not the people. In the map you can find bugs, not those bugs, other like literal bugs. The bugs that you can find can come to Dirtmouth. your like main hub area, and some of them can be very useful and some of them can be worthless. One of these bugs is named Slide. He opens a shop where you can buy mass shards and vessel fragments. Now, what is a mass shard and a vessel fragment? They're essentially what you need to get more hearts and soul. I'll explain them a little bit more. Some people don't need them, but you probably do because you suck and you haven't played this game. Okay, so mass shards are just pieces of a mass, that is your health. Your health is a mass and you need 4 of them to make 1 mass. They're scattered all over the map. And vessel fragments are exactly the same, but instead of being your health, it's your soul. And soul is very important because it lets you use special moves, which I'll explain later. So remember that, okay? Now getting these very important mass and soul shards, fragments, is easy. All you have to do is just play the game. Look around. They're everywhere. Like, I think there's 3 of each in each area. Actually, that's probably a lot. Then they're not really that hidden, so you don't need a walkthrough to find them. Stop. I see you there. I see you there. Looking up. Just play the game. But you know what is hidden? Some places in the game that are actually kind of huge. Like the Hive. A small part of Kingdom's Edge that is only accessible by breaking a wall that is literally impossible to break because there's spikes right under it. Not really spikes, bugs that act like spikes. I don't know who made this decision to do this, but sure. They for some reason just gave you a spiky thing that's really hard to find. Or I'm just dumb, I don't know. And it's not even that worth it. You just get a mass shard and a charm. And another place where you can go is to meet the Pale Lady. I don't know, she's important to the lore. Talk to her, get lore things, I don't care. Or you could meet this insanely awesome Trader Lord fight. If you have the chance to play this game, go find a Trader Lord. But you know what is better than the Trader Lord, the map, and everything? I mean, you've been listening to OSC the whole video, the whole time I've been talking. But I guess you can listen to a little bit more. So, enjoy. Alright, the game controls. The game controls are great. The movement and attacks feel floaty, but like in a good way. Every attack you land feels good, and because this is a Metroidvania, you have to unlock skills as you play the game. And some of these skills are pretty awesome, like the 2 jump. Wow! The dive into the pool. Cool. And the heal. And getting these abilities makes movement feel way better in this huge map. Some skills you can get are not really acquired to beat the game, like a Shadow Dash or Descending Dark. All just more powerful versions of moves that you can just get from base game. But you can get to some cool places. Again, like the Trader Lord. Or if you do decide to get them, you could get a stupid true ending, but no one cares about a stupid true ending. And playing the game for a second time just feels extremely weird because of how slow you are. But after getting the abilities, you can finally start with healing the Hollow Knight. Or Hollow Knight also has 4 DLCs. 2 out of the 4 I don't really care about, but I'll explain them in a short form. The Hidden Stream DLC really just added 2 bosses, the White Defender and the most annoying boss in the game, Zoe. If I could kill this guy, I would. Oh wait, I did. You also get Dream Gating, which is just like teleporting across the map. I guess that's sick, but no one really care. Then we have the Blue Blood DLC. This one actually does like nearly nothing. It's the 3rd DLC and it's mostly just for lore. It added 1 boss and it's the Hive Knight. That's it. I don't really even know why this is in the game, but sure. But here is where you get to a sick DLC. DLC 2, aka the Grim Troop DLC. This is a big DLC. This DLC added a whole lot of new NPCs, new bosses, new charms. This DLC will take you probably a while to beat. And to start it, all you need to do is find a dead body. Nice. Dream nail the dead body, ring a bell, and then you go to Dirtmouth, and then, oh, look at that! New huts? What could this mean? And the small hut actually has a new NPC. Go Divine? I don't know. This NPC makes some charms just broken by fixing the fragile charms, which are sold by an NPC. The fragile charms are the most broken charms, but they are also the weakest charm because if you die, you lose them. And making them unbreakable makes them not be able to break while dying. I mean, like, how do you not understand it? But how she makes them is, ew. And now it's time to meet the man of the hour, Grim, the guy who has his name plastered all over this DLC. You go inside his big tent and you pass the other guy. No one really cares about him. Maybe we'll care about him later, but not for now. Tells you about blah blah blah. I don't really care what he tells you. What matters is that he gives you his son. I don't know, just to make him more powerful. I don't understand this man. He tells you that you need to kill his henchman, the Grimkin. So after killing them twice, you can finally get to the hardest boss in the game. That's right, the hardest boss in the game, Grim himself. You go into a fight and you kill him because it's not that hard. None of us are. After you kill him, well, you don't actually kill him. He just leaves. He tells you to kill the last Grimkins, so you can finally get his son to his max level. So after you do that, you have to go back and talk to him, right? But you don't talk to him. You have to go inside a nightmare dream. Unlike the normal dreams, which is just normal dreams, this is a nightmare because he's a devil. And this is the actual hardest boss in the game. He takes 2 hits out of your heart, and he's also the fastest. He's so fast. But after it took me 1 hour to beat him, you get the last upgrade for his son. And that's the Grim Troop DLC. Or after upgrading his son twice, you can go to Deepness, where you go inside this little ball of, I don't know, ball of web, yeah. And you talk to the other guy, remember? The guy who wasn't important? Yeah, his name is Brim. Yeah, and he tells you that he wants to get rid of Grim. So you do his ritual. And then after you do his ritual, Grim is gone. And there's a new NPC in Dirtmouth. His name has changed to Nem, because he's no longer a demon. He's a normal person. And that's actually the Grim Troop DLC. That was 3 out of 4. Now you might be asking me, what's the last DLC? Well, it's GODHOME by far is the best DLC in Hollow Knight. I don't think I would have loved and hate Hollow Knight so much without this DLC. This DLC adds so much. What I'm trying to say is that yes, GODHOME good. So GODHOME actually adds a new ending to the game. 2 new endings. But to get these endings, you need to be Pantheons. And the Pantheons are the new hard thing in the game. But to get to the Pantheons, you need to get to GODHOME. But to get to GODHOME, you need to find the Godseeker. But to get to the Godseeker, you have to go to the Royal Floor. And to get to there, you need a simple key, which you can find anywhere in the map. I don't remember where. You can buy one supply. But after you do all of that, you need another simple key to unlock the Godseeker, because she is caged up. Now, why is the Godseeker caged up? No one knows. People think it's the Dung Defender, another boss fight that's close, but there's not really a lot of evidence on that. After you open the Godseeker's cage, you get the God Tuner. The God Tuner is a thing that keeps a reminder of every boss you fight, even the bosses you fought before you got the God Tuner. I don't know how that happens, but sure. So after that, you can dream nail the Godseeker and get to GODHOME. There, you can start with the Pantheons. Pantheons are just glorified boss rush. Every Pantheon has a different ending boss though, that's not in the base game. And I really can't explain them because it's a boss rush. How do I explain boss rushes? You know what a boss rush is. So I'm just gonna tell you the easiest and the hardest Pantheon. Well, starting with Pantheon 2, the easiest Pantheon. Then we start with Pantheon 1, still relatively easy. And then we get Pantheon 4. Yes, we jump for 2 to 1 to 4 to 3. 3 is the hardest Pantheon because of Sly. You have to fight Sly, the guy who I hate so much. Now, to the people who've played this game before, you might be noticing something. There is a Pantheon missing. Pantheon 5. Now, why is Pantheon 5 missing? Well, that's because Pantheon 5 is something that I can't do. I've been trying to beat Pantheon 5 for the past however long, I don't know, month, but I can't do it. It's just too hard. I've put a challenge to myself to beat this game at 100%, but I can't do that without beating Pantheon. So I'll get the normal ending and just quit. I guess that's how the journey ends. Had to go like this, didn't it? Took so goddamn long.